He says, I'm gonna take some of this.
Hold on. The problem is this. I can eat like 5 of these back to back. Dirty. Can everybody help me? Please, everybody help me. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Can't mess up the chains.
You still have family in Palestine?
Yes, I do.
How do you get involved politically in the Middle East?
I get involved with the peace. You know what I'm saying? Meaning as I'm all about peace.
Stop the cap.
It needs more people like me to say, yo, let's come together. Let's do some things.
What?
I have to be bitter at anything that's gonna hurt my people. You know what I'm saying? I would never want my people to be hurt. So at the same time, it's like, you know, all I can do is pray every day for peace.
I don't buy it.
They said that we could never get a jet, so I told them to put the logo on the tail.
That's right. You're a big fat phony.
When it comes to sellouts, we've covered a lot on this channel, but there's one that I've yet to highlight, and that's none other than DJ Khaled. It's been over 600 days since the events of October 7th, and while the history of Palestine and Israel goes well beyond that one date, we all know how much attention the genocide has received from around the world since. Thousands of protests, boycotts, and funny enough, if I'm being real, a lot of the support stems from people who aren't even Arab or Muslim by faith. However, that shouldn't even matter because there are Palestinian Christians on the land as well. Their support for the Palestinians' plight comes off the back of their genuine disdain for the actions of the Israeli Zionist regime, brutally eliminating young boys and girls, innocent women and men, all for their own goals to achieve a greater Israel, and essentially taking over a much larger portion of the land in several sovereign Arab countries. Anyways, this isn't a history lesson. Several channels have already done a phenomenal job at breaking down this history. Of course, there are hundreds of books and articles diving deeper into the matter. That said, no one should require any skin in the game to be vocal or speak out against this disgusting injustice the Palestinian people are facing. However, at the end of the day, you watching right now aren't obligated to show support for their struggle. And hey, if you're not of Palestinian descent or of the Muslim faith, then it might not be on the top of your priorities. And I'm not really here to judge. But I am here to judge a particular someone, and that's none other than this burger-eating, hairspray wearing, loudmouth, so-called DJ and Palestinian American born DJ Khaled. I usually give the grace of sharing a fairly extensive backstory on the particular individual I discuss, but honestly, I don't think this man deserves it. In short, Khaled Mohammed Khaled, or DJ Khaled, was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, to Palestinian immigrant parents. He began building his name in the 90s as a radio host on the Miami-based radio station 99 Jams. His growing popularity led to him joining Fat Joe's hip-hop collective Terror Squad, where he served as a DJ for their live shows and also contributed as a producer. After earning production credits with the group, Khaled brought together several artists from Terror Squad and Miami to feature on his debut studio album, Listen, the Album. He followed it up with We the Best, which included the hit single I'm So Hood featuring T-Pain, Trick Daddy, Rick Ross, and Plies. His next two projects, We Global and Victory from 2010, both landed in the top 10 on the Billboard 200. Victory was powered by the anthem All I Do Is Win featuring T-Pain, Ludacris, Snoop Dogg, and Rick Ross, a track that went triple platinum according to the IRAA. Alright, with that short read from Wikipedia out of the way, let me just get to the point. Why is a very wealthy, influential Palestinian figure not sharing any opinions whatsoever on the eradication of his own people and motherland, especially since the time of October 7th? Well, that answer is very simple. On February 9, 2023, approximately 240 days before October 7th, Khaled announced a partnership with Def Jam Recordings for his We the Best imprint. Under the deal, Khaled would also serve as the global creative consultant to Def Jam and UMG. Who is the CEO of UMG, or Universal Music Group, you might ask? That's Lucian Grange. Lucian has had an extensive career in the music industry, climbing his way to CEO status in 2010. He's maintained this role for over 15 years now and has proven to grow the label immensely. Now that's fine and dandy, but how does this answer the question of why DJ Khaled has yet to speak out about the genocide against his people? Well, his boss, Lucien, is Jewish. Now, it's important I clarify how there is a clear distinctive difference between Judaism and Zionism. One is a religion and the other is a psychotic ideology hell-bent on Jewish supremacy. That said, Lucien is the head of the biggest record label in the world, with acts like The Weeknd, Drake, Taylor Swift, and more. This label generated over $11 billion in 2024 alone. That in mind, DJ Khaled certainly, like any other artist, wants his piece of the pie, but to do so, he'll have to suppress his morals because, as they say, you don't bite the hand that feeds. And well, Khaled won't speak out about the ongoing genocide that's been going on for over 75 years, might I add, because Lucien is an active supporter of the Israeli Zionist regime, along with his wife, Caroline. Lucien has been spotted, as you can see from these Getty images, attending Friends of the Israel Defense Forces Western Region Gala at the Beverly Hilton Hotel on November 3rd, 2016 in Beverly Hills. His wife also donates to the Zionist Federation. Also, Lucien and his wife are good friends of Israeli-American billionaire Chaim Sabin, who is an independent, non-executive director at UMG. And he's also got his own ventures in the music industry, investing $500 million into his Sabin Music Group, run by CEO Gustavo Lopez, who ran the Latin company Talento Uno Music, which was acquired in May by Sabin. For those unaware, Chaim Sabin is a mega donor to the Democratic Party and serves as a major aid to the Israeli regime financially. Look, the reality is this doesn't need to be a long video. The answer is right in front of our faces. DJ Khaled will not speak out against those he signed to. This is a perfect example of the ultimate sellout. While his people suffer from famine, bombing campaigns, death, and just brutal occupation from primarily European colonizers hell-bent on establishing an everlasting home in a land that truly does not belong to them, it's clear Khaled has chosen his side. His silence is louder than him screaming "we the best" at this point. His silence has been called out several times, and in recent days, comedian Dave Chappelle, while performing in Abu Dhabi, called him out. Quote, "DJ Khaled, let me tell you something. For a Palestinian, this man is awfully quiet right now. And as a Palestinian, how could you be that quiet right now? And why are you so fat? People are starving. He's the only fat Palestinian on earth right now."
The problem is this. I can eat like 5 of these back to back.
Like we didn't know that already.
So while Khaled continues to live in luxury, making his Zionist supporting bosses that much wealthier, he'll continue to stuff his face with burgers, cosplaying as a Jamaican, while his people continue to suffer daily.
You're a waste of a man.